Oh, it just started in the next episode.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction.
It just started the next one.
That there is more to
I wasn't fucking prepared for it. I was just like,
which we have
the fuck?
observed. Indeed, that there may be
But yeah, like because of the whole me being me thing, I was so goddamn restless yesterday. Like, I'm not even joking. There was nothing really I needed to do or could do. I was like, okay, let's just sit and do something. I couldn't fucking do that. I'm not even joking. I just sat there and then like, nah, fuck it, I cannot do this. I woke up and like, did something, couldn't do that either. Like, I was so restless yesterday. Like, oh my god. Like, I still have that a bit restlessness in my body. But as I say, it's just have to see how it works. Like, I just have to like fucking manage. That's all. That's all. It isn't that. It's not that difficult. It's just me being an absolute wimp. And also, yeah, as you can see, I can joke around a lot about stuff like this. That's what I say. I can tell myself it's gonna be fine, and I can tell myself in many different ways how it will work. Like, it will be fine. We just have to do this and do stuff like that. Like that. That's no worries. There's something else in my body that doesn't listen to what I think. So yes. So if you're wondering, the whole joking thing is not really as I was about to say self-defense. It might be some sort of self-defense thing. Who knows? It's just me being me. It's just like I have no problem joking around with that because I personally have no problem. Bodily, I have, or spiritually, I don't know. I say body because I cannot explain how else. But I would say that easily explained, my mind can think something. Like, it won't be fine. We just go through it like this. We do this. Like, don't worry about it. And then my spirit is a fucking wimp, as I am. Doesn't listen at all at it. So yeah, that's more or less how that goes. Also, where did we actually sleep? We didn't have any place to sleep. Did you sleep well last night, Naruto? No, not at all. It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious. Can you even hear anything? Is it? Oh, I think I know what's going on here. Hold on. I know what's going on here. First of all, I don't know why that was so low. There we go. So strange that OBS takes that sound, but it also takes it such a very weird way. There we go. I was wondering, like, why the hell is the game so quiet? It's because I turned down OBS before, but I was playing something in the background. I was trying a... Sorry, I watched Netflix before, and now I have just images of Netflix things pop on my screen. I just drawing attention, to be honest. Did I visit? Yeah, well, hold on. I think I read that. With all the gaslights twinkling, it was brighter than day, even in the middle of the night. Well, when no one's beds. After my time on the SS Buddy, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other. That's me in general, it doesn't matter. I don't know why, but when I'm gonna sleep, it's like first one side, then the next side, then up. It's not because I'm like restless, it's because I don't know, I feel like I've been laying for one side for far too long, and I would just have to change side. That's a fucking pain. I am pale. I can tell you that. That's like that's the best I have. Does this work? Which side is that on? Hold on. Oh, that's that side. It's that thing that makes me look paler. Except when I learned about the 3 pounds for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Yeah, wasn't it like first comes Guinness and then comes pounds? And when they said like just 20 Guinness was like a huge ass amount, The pound is like fucking. Yeah, that's bad. And also, I have to shave just so you know. I don't know why I haven't shaved, but I really have to shave. I'm not joking. It's not like, oh yeah, it looks bad on picture and stuff. Hold on. I'm just gonna get a bit high. There we go. But literally, it's kind of annoying. My beard is annoying. The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting. I just wandered in without thinking. Okay. In a lodging house in Japan, that sum of money will put a roof over your head for a whole year. Holy shit. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill. I understand that feeling. Not that happened much before. Of course, hotels is expensive as fucking hell. But I can understand what she means. Like, oh my god, no, thank you. I really am sorry. Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodging straight away, though. If we're not careful on Tayo's stipend, it will be used up in 10 days or less. Oh, London is a scary place. Fuck, I cannot forget. I believe I know who this is, but I forgot his voice. It's him. Oh yes, well. I was about to say, didn't we lose last time? No, we actually won. Which technically was a bit of a loss. Shit. Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We've come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey's yesterday. So Susan amazing, she doesn't bat an eyelid even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into British courtroom practices. Oh yes, very eye-opening, thank you. And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Miss Neruda performed his duty to the end. Kinda, we technically wanted to continue and find the truth, but because of all the decisive evidence, like all the fake evidence and shit, we kinda just bailed. Oh god. Well, not bailed, but like, there was not really much we could do. The road just ended, there was no more yellow brick road to follow. Yes, I've already been apprised of the events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed. I'm getting this vibe that this guy doesn't really give shit. Like, he is like Lord Justice, but it doesn't matter for him if they are like guilty or like, I don't know, bad or good person. Like, defense is defense. I shouldn't give a shit about anything. Like, okay, good. No longer are you a student from Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer. Doves. Also, I don't remember when I learned that. Like, we learned it very, like, late. The difference between doves and pigeons. Because pigeons is like the great thing you can find out in the wild. While doves are literally just white ones. My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land. It is actually remote because it's like on the other side of the map in a way. Because for example, if you were in like America, like that wouldn't be so far. Like sure, far east, but it wouldn't be like as far to the west. Thank you very much. So I'm a lawyer now. Huh. Interesting. Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take in it at once. I trust you won't be a problem. Another case already. Nothing trains a lawyer better than a practice experience. I am sure you don't sense dissatisfaction, do you? It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite gotten to terms with it. That's to come with what's to come to terms with. The man was clear. Yep. Remember what I just said about doesn't give a shit? It's either clear or don't clear. He's clear, which means he's fucking free to go. Which I do not approve. Might. What more were you hoping for? The truth? Like, what? The culpability of the defendant has not at the present time been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment. Sorry, I'm trying to just read it. Well, Lord Van Zix, it's been a pleasure, so it has. As for you, my dear fella, I could have asked for a better defense. You'd never asked me for the defense. We got sent in by this just fucking randomly. When he stands like that and like claps his hand, is it just me that just gets the glimpse of the penguin in one's mind? Like, I'm just getting the feeling of like the penguin. Also, yes, that's a chicken. Also, we're just gonna do the... No, apparently it's dream... Fuck... Ah! Stream labels, there we go. I'm very bad at doing that on my Discord. It would be good if like there was a bot or something that could do that on Twitch, just like send a message directly. But unfortunately, I have to do shit like this my own. There might be, I haven't just checked that. A lot of schoolwork and a lot of school things right now. I say things because it's not work, but holy crap, it's just have a heavy heft on my mind right now. Can't just help wondering if Mr. McGillen really was innocent. Is that not a hoodoo? It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended. I just realized that a part of his hair is like sticking out like a horn. I have to see later like what part of that hair it is. Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer. Sorry? What do you mean? Wait, don't tell me about Mr. McGilded is the guy who just burned like, to a crisp. He has like a unicorn horn. Magnus McGilded passed away immediately following after the trial. Fuck. It was him! Holy shit! Okay. Okay. Like, great. You don't have to worry about like that. Like, okay, why? Oh, he just passed away. Like, okay, sure thing. What, Mr. McGilded is dead? Apparently, we scared the pigeons. There's like someone just with a little cage back there or something, just letting them go all the time. I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk. No, time to converse with him, so his death. Also, I see now that that part of his hair but here is literally the horn. I don't understand what happened. How can he be dead? After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailies. As you presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom. Yeah, I remember that. It actually has the Phoenix Wright Couriers or something in the back, which is... It's just a great goddamn Easter egg, to be honest. That was like a perfect... Oh yes, of course, that was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGillen had been accused of. We actually don't really know the truth. We only know that some stuff disappeared and some shit appeared. Which is fucking difficult. I even checked my video for safety to make sure it actually had like appeared out of nowhere. Do you know what would be great for anyone to make? Because I'm not the best programmer. Even though like technically the course we're supposed to have is literally 3D programming. Like is to have some sort of like volume thing for the Stream Deck for Streamlabs OBS. Like, not a joke. Like, so you can like, I can like make sure you can hear or like see stuff. Like, for example, if I do this, like the music disappears there. But like, because I don't know what sort of level I need the music for, or the sound for, I would want something I just like like heightening or lowering. I would really be glad for something with that. Well, while the byleaf attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames. No. How could such a thing happen? That is being investigated as we speak, but already the police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of Mr. McGill. That's awful. The man must have slipped inside while his byleaf attention was elsewhere. Wouldn't surprise me. Also, why would people like literally, we talked about shit just appearing. Like the byleaf was like, oh, you just invited me to check the whole thing. Like, for fuck's sake, if he's the guy who actually just fiddle around with shit in there, it's not really a great idea to let him close there. As apparently someone thought it was a good idea to just take revenge, apparently. That byleaf really needs to pay more attention. And how could that have happened? That is also being investigated as we speak. Thinking back now, immediately after the trial, Miss McGill did mention going back to the courtroom to look at the omnibus. Yeah, I do wonder why, because if he's a part of this whole thing... Well, yes, sure, we did get him innocent, but that's kind of fucking stupid. Just like, oh yeah, you can get close to the crime scene now, you're innocent. Like, great, that's fucking well. Great. You're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. Like, what the hell? An inspection of the omnibus. Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage. But then, who was Mr. McGill talking about? Never mind that. The Yard is making a thorough investigation. This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police. Oh, Mr. McGill then. I feel like there's not so much investigating in this. Well, technically we did have one investigation, but no trial for that one. This game is kinda odd. I do love this game, don't take me wrong. I do love this. But does it have the same stuff like investigation, courtroom, investigation, courtroom? It literally has like either one sometimes, it feels like. So, how do you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court? Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it was... wow. Miss Neruda means the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our juridical system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old. Wow, so that is a much more way with words. I just seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones. Wait, I thought that. Are you really psychic? What the hell? The juridical system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can. The most advanced in the world? Is it? Yeah, that's the question, because we never came to the truth. Also, it's like that's not just the thing. Like, as long as it doesn't really exist yet, so it's still the most advanced thing. That your very first trial was a simple affair. Simple? You sent us with a vampire. Simple. That was simple. As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose. Now I'm getting weird in here, because first of all, We were against a vampire, which has believed to never be able to lose, really. And now he says we had no chance of losing. Oh yeah, there's some hell of a fishy thing going on here right now. I can tell you that for certain. Just gonna check if it's active. Sorry. Sometimes my humor is hell of a weird. I just managed to check on my Discord because I was supposed to check if its stuff actually appeared there, and just see one of my team members just go blub blub out of nowhere. Ah, well, there we go at least. So it's up. It's hella quiet here today. As I said, I am used to it. Don't worry. It's not like I'm like crying my ass out here because it's like very silent in my stream. But it's like I know I have viewers, which means I'm like confused. Where are they? Also, back to stream. Sorry, I got distracted. I don't mean to be a contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple. The circumstances of the case was so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get favorable verdict. Is something funny? No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. Okay, yeah, just to make something clear, there are many roads to go to get to one place, okay? And some of those roads aren't really that great. And I feel like this road was very weird, okay? So, yes, we got that, but not in the way we want, so please just shut up about that. And that can only be attributed by the exceptional talent, wouldn't you agree? Well, I don't know about that. I do like the whole pocket watch stuff and that. And I did say that I didn't, when I get older I might just get a cane just for fun. Not that cane though, I just see now that that cane looks... Nah, that looks kinda ugly. Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectation, I freely admit. That much at least is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I've had prepared the new case for you, that I mentioned before. What's going on? What was it going to say before? Yeah, something is absolutely weird here. Some people get rather big in their boots for wrong reason. Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? Yeah, we rather need that. Don't tell me it's a murder, and the trial starts in 10 minutes. Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different. Oh, I see. Did it just read my mind? That is to say, no one has died. As yet. You have to stop doing shit like that, okay? And the trial will not be today. There is plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. 23 hours, 43 minutes and 19 seconds to be precise. So, almost 24 hours. Nice! Yeah, so trial's tomorrow then. Is everything alright? Oh yes, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yes's trial was... well, it left me wondering if I really cut out for being a lawyer. I must never heard of... I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after missing my guiltless trial. Ah yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense. I guess I know why, but that doesn't matter. If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unpresented. And if that happens, I need not to remind you of the inevitable outcome. Is it always the most terrible end? Yes, that's right. Here we go again. Always, also just gonna do that, but the mouse there is absolutely annoying. Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparation for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. There is no but 23 hours, 26 minutes and 39 seconds until the court sits. You are so hella precise. And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I would like to ask you. What's that? Yesterday you remarked upon something. That you intended to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi. Yes, and? I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds. Well, Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world worked so he could change Arena Japan. Now that it's gone, I like to work towards that myself, and there's another thing. Another thing? Continue. On the way here on the steamship, you said something to me. There's something very important that I have to do. Something very important? And what exactly would that be? You never had a chance to tell me. I suppose you would have done if you made it. You were out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion. No, but when mentioned it to me, apparently. I urge you both to focus your attention to the matter at hand. Oh, who's that? I have taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. He'll be able to apprise you of the details. How long has he been there? I don't know. Ask the guy with the clock. So, I wish to be the best of luck and bid you farewell. Just checking my chat. Making sure. Making sure. Winter time. Right. I just fucking realized winter time. Because Gani doesn't have winter time. Right. I fucking forgot about that. Also, apparently Miss Valkyrie doesn't have winter time either. Because it's no longer 12 hours apart. It's actually 11, I think. Or 13. No, 11. Because she said it was 1 o'clock when it was 12 for me. Yes. Because we have winter time now, and yeah, that's kind of why it's so hella dark outside already. There's something very important I have to do. Kasuma-sama, what did you mean? Probably just had to kill someone. He was walking around with a sword, who knows? I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we better talk to the detective, don't you think? Is your name list? Oh, look at that! I just saw the chips in his hand. Also, that is British for literally just pommes frites, chips, like fish and chips. Is it fish and chips? Because I know like they actually like have chips like that, I believe. But is there like a fish in there as well? I don't know. I cannot really see, but fuck, I kind of feel for that right now. I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say it looks pleased at us at all. Hello, could you please come a little bit closer? Oh, I can check the rest of the place. We're gonna do that. Well, nothing there. More or less the same over there. Okay. Well then, oh. I am not checking the books. I was trying to... Yeah, I do understand you love that. Oh, okay, that's cool. I want to know how you say rush. Why would I? Hey, what would I even? So somehow, by clicking that, I managed to click that. Holy crap! That like the sensitivity was just like nuts. Oh, it is fish and chips. Oh, I kind of. Could you spawn more fish? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the person really that eats a lot of fish, because for some reason I don't like eating fish. Like, for me, it's not about the taste. It's how like the like I don't know how it is in your mouth. Like either like how it feels in your mouth or like how it is to chew it. And sometimes because of that, it's just like blech. But there are actually times when eating fish and chips. Like for example, when I went home under the summer, we went past a place with fish and chips, and though my father says it might not be the greatest, it's actually good fish and chips. And by the way, I cannot stop watching him eat that because I'm getting like I really want that now. I'm not even joking. And yeah, it's like it's good. Like yeah, I do love fish and chips. I feel I might just try and make my own fish and chips one day because I just want to try that. I should do that actually. One day when I feel like for doing it. As I said, right now my mind is a bit like everywhere else, and I'm very restless in such a way that I cannot focus on anything. So I'm not gonna do it now because, yeah, focus, stuff like that. But I will probably try that one day. I really feel for doing that. I really do. I kind of want to just do fish and chips. Fish and chips, fish and chips, fish and chips. Lovely weather, isn't it? What the weather got to do with anything? Listen me, young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get it. Every English gent eaten out of your hand, you know. Speaking eaten out of your hand. I do wonder how my father thinks about seeing that right now. Yeah, like I'm just sitting here like I'm just like really just want a taste of that right now. I cannot stop staring at it. I'm a busy man, a very busy man. There's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having to give it the likes of you a talk to. I'm very sorry. Can you imagine what the other officers there will be saying? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. Oh, don't crush the food! No! And all because some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never heard of. I cannot I'm not joking, like I cannot watch this person, I can only watch his lunch. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying for me, I really want that now. Here are ripping sound as my reputation at the yard going to tatters. There's no need to rip us apart as well. I don't believe we have been introduced. This is Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer. Eh? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Miss Naruhodo's juridical assistant. Why are you crushing your food again? It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it? What changed your mind? Also, the food is gone! It's an unseasonable fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine. Unbelievable. How did she pull that off? I don't know, but the food is gone. So, Lord Strongheart asked me to fill you in on the case. Name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard. Gregson? Inspector Gregson? Was a man with a suit or something? Oh, lunch is back! Does the detective name mean something to her? Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson? Fuck. I cannot stop watching the food. I'm not that hungry, if we say so, but it's just like I can just imagine the taste of it, and it's just like, oh, so annoying. Like, it's so frustrating. I don't have it in my hand here. Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Rand's Magazine? That's right, Inspector Gregson and Mr. Holmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry. Really, you rival with the great Holmes. That's incredible. Well, I don't know about that. Mr. Holmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time. Oh, my screen went black again. Mr. Holmes is equivalently complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Oh, I'm just gonna check. Because I did actually tell my father asked like how I was. Yeah, also it was very early. But yeah, so like he... Oh, it was my mother. I thought it was my father. Wait, I'm pretty sure my father. I didn't say good morning, I said just mother. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was my father actually answered that, but apparently not. But he is at home, so I guess he understands what's going on. Also, technically, I did like he checked with me this morning, like how everything was, and just said like I'm a bit anxious, I'm a bit like stressed with some stuff. So yeah, but I also did say it's just me being me. No, wait, I think wait, who did I send that to? I know it's my mother. I sent one of those. Yeah, I sent to my mother like it's just me being me, because it literally is me being me. Yeah, I'm just like a bit stressed, I'm a bit like anxious and restless, but everything else it's fine. Like that's just normal life. Like I'm pretty certain I get that with both my mother and father, because my father like when he picked me up this summer. He literally like explained I was very like worried about my sister or stuff like that. And also if anyone like is actually worried about stuff like talking about like, oh, how is your family, how is everything, like what's going on, don't worry. It's not that when I say it's not that bad, it kind of sounds bad. It is not bad. But yeah, he's just can get very anxious as well, like about stuff, and like I'm pretty certain I got that from both my mother and father, which means it's gonna be a hell of a lot difficult to get rid of that shit. I can tell you that for certain. Well, Mr. Holmes in particular known for giving compliments, you see. That is not. Thanks to that magazine, my name is known all over London town now. That's great, isn't it? I have to admit that to start with it was a little, well, flattered by all that attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof. Well, that's wonderful. No, it's not. There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors? Are you quite sure? It's changed since he stopped appearing in those stories. The fame gone to his head, stuff like that. Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you? Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folk are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. Sure as eggs is eggs. Yeah, eggs are eggs. Eggs are great. I'm not joking, I can eat a lot of eggs. Should I try that? sometimes, like, my culinary skills is not that good, but sometimes it's just with me and some different things I've never tried before. It's just like coming up in my mind a lot lately. And it's as my grandfather said when we met last time over here. Like, I've changed a lot since then. Oh, just being here alone, I've changed a lot. Like, sure, being with people is like more or less the same, because I'm not a person that like have problem with being around people, but I'm not very like good at starting stuff. And also the whole sickness thing, so yeah, that's that. But I can say I've changed a lot. Even like a lot around me have changed. So yeah. But yeah, my thought was like fry a bit of bread on garlic butter, because I did actually that yesterday and it tastes so amazing. And I was wondering like, what would that be with a fried egg on top? Like, I don't know, but I really kinda want to try that now. I get the feeling this detective would be very hard work. Oh dear, perhaps the sudden rise of fame does change people. It does. Unfortunately. I know it does, because I have heard a lot of stories on the internet about famous people. And holy shit. Like, that's the thing. Personally, I can say that I'm a person that's kinda humble. Because yes, I can think about myself a lot, because you need to take care of yourself. That's the way I see it. But like, I cannot really think of anything I would do to just become like that kind of person. Also, I cannot say it would not happen, because becoming that kind of person might just be some sort of like, I don't know, trigger. Just something that happened. So who knows? So I will just say this, I hope I don't turn into one of those people. Nothing to tell you, really. As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler. Oh dear, that probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated. I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right. A young woman was walking along the pavement on the Brighton Road when she was stabbed from behind. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she still laid up in hospital unconscious. That's despicable. What sort of coward would attack a poor woman from behind? Jack the Ripper. I don't know. I just, like, if you're wondering what I was looking at, I was looking at board games, because literally I have like a Sherlock Holmes for Jack the Ripper thing. But it's neither here nor there, Miss Naruto. Yeah, brace yourself, Ryunosuke. You angered her now! On the way, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. We barely had the time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest. I cannot stop watching that. I should go and buy that. I don't even... Is there... Hold on here. Is there a place I actually can buy shit like that? I'm just gonna check. Oh yeah, fish and chips. Is there a place? What is that? Okay. Kinda looks good, and also kinda doesn't look as I thought it would. Wait, they have that there? I didn't know they had that there. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna check this closer, because I know where it is. Can I see more of it? Oh, that picture though. Oh, hold on. Oh mate, that kinda looks fucking great. I have to stop doing this. I'm like, it's just dribbling from my mouth now. Holy crap. I have to stop. So there must have been something left at the scene that led you to recognize the culprit. Or perhaps a reliable witness for recognize the person in question. Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one. Sorry? There is nothing you can do. There is no way to help the bloke out. Why not? Simple. The prosecutor has been assigned to trial tomorrow is Lord Barok van Six. Barok? Wait, his name is Barok? Wait, hold on. There was something called Borok, right? Fuck, it just reminded me. Why do I have to stop? Begone. Oh yeah, those things. Oh, what were they called? Bahorok. Bahorok. Jesus Christ, it's difficult to explain, but there used to be something called Bionicle as Lego. And there's like these like sphere things that can just pop up into like a creature that can like, I don't know, become a woodpecker. Not joking, they had like a thing on the back, when you pressed it, the neck goes like this. Love those, to be honest. But it's just that I remember something called like Borok. And apparently that was a Barok. Barok von Six. I think just people who just says like Lord von Six all the time. So I was like, who the hell is Barok? No, sounds like you heard of him then. Oh yes, we're very familiar with Lord Van Six. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself. The Reaper of the Baileys. I really don't like that food is just getting my attention today. I don't know why. Because I like, sure, my food kind of today was kind of blake. It was mostly just pasta and sausages, but the those sausages are literally like, yeah, really good. So I cannot complain. I really do love those. But at the same time, it was a bit before school, so I felt like, yeah. Also the whole like, my mind. I felt like I didn't want to do anything, so just take an easy goddamn lunch. I guess that's why my mind just goes to food right now. Also, I'm skinny as hell, so like, it's so weird, like I'm going straight to food thoughts right now. When Van Six stands in the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lamb. Oh, the accused one is. We are not the sacrificial lamb, he's accused. The accused one is the sacrificial lamb. And in the very single trial in which he had been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. Not the last one! Well, fuck that one. That's a bit of a taboo, we're not gonna mention that one. This Reaper of the Baileys nickname. I suppose it's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty, is that it? Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that yesterday's trial against Lord Van Six, Mr. Naruto secured a verdict of not guilty. On what offense? Well, I think that means that even against the Reaper of Baileys, it's not impossible to save the defendant. Ah, you really don't have a clue, do you? What do you mean? What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Fair point! Fair point! Okay, you yes? Yes! Magnus McGilded came a cropper in that omnibus when it flamed up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved the fella, can you? What are you saying? Look, if one stick could get the dirt to stick on everyone, it'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. It doesn't work miracles, it works magic. Black magic. There has actually been a game with Ace Attorney and stuff with black magic, and it was called like Ace Attorney versus Professor Layton. Good game. A bit dark in the beginning because it's literally like witch trials, which mostly just ends in fire and flames. Because the first time I saw a cutscene of that one, I was literally like, why the fuck can you show this to a kid? Technically you didn't see much, but it's like hella fucking dark. I'd have a good long think about that if I were you. Are we really supposed to be believed that? I have to stop watching you eat that food. Thank you, the food is gone now. Right, well, I filled you in on the request and I'm very nearly out of chips. So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there. It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place. That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over there to the holding cell, you can meet the criminal himself. You've branded him a criminal already? He's as good as. Shaking like a leaf in a cell he is. He'll give you a chuckle if nothing else. Beg your fucking pardon. Why do I sometimes feel like my head is just tilted a lot? He's an inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. You show me the way. 53, thank you. Many inmates there apparently. If you don't just count up for even every month though. But yeah, that board game I had. I'm like sometimes very specific when I want to do stuff. So I literally wanted to have an answer to everything and I didn't need to. So I kinda got low points at that one. So to explain the game, it's literally like a book. So, and an investigation. So it's like, you get something to figure out. You get questions as well. I don't know if you're supposed to read the questions in the beginning at the same time. Because I'm a bit like very questioned about that. I'm uncertain. But I didn't know about that first. So I didn't know what the questions was. So you're literally like, okay, so I have some clues now. Let's go somewhere. You go to that place that adds to one of the clue places on your scoring board. And you look for clues. And you're gonna try and do that in minimum amount of clues. But I was literally like, I wanted to go to like the base of everything. So I looked around everywhere. And I was like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to look for? Because I literally know where the person went. Am I supposed to do something after this? And just check like, okay, now here's the questions. What happened with this guy? What happened here and what happened here? Like, oh, that explains why I couldn't know more then. Because, yeah, I was technically done, even though I didn't know that. Good game though. I think I have another one I play with my sister who played against each other. But kind of fun game as well. I do love board games, but I don't really have many people to play with. Or a place to play with, I guess, because this place is very small. To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... I know many people in my chat would love seeing that guy again, especially as goddamn boot up. I'm pretty certain I have that as a GIF now in my Discord. Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. Literally just a boot. Oh, it's a GIF from the original game. I'm gonna add that to favorites. Because I can literally see like the little... technically, I don't have those on my display because I play on the Switch. But the original one was made for the 3DS, only in Japan, I guess. And I can like see these little icons where you could press on stuff to be able to do stuff. Like for example R and Y and stuff like that. Because I remember kind of seeing those when I played the other games. I do hope they actually find more, or remake more games, to be honest. But if the man they arrested is innocent, you could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I for one wouldn't find that side of that funny. So, if I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's event myself. I'm really not sure about being able to help this man, whoever he is, but I like to try, so I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help? She's literally my assistant, so I guess so. Did you really think you had to ask? After all, I am your juridical assistant. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So then, shall we? Yes. Let's go. Let's go then. Let's move. So we can go to prison or Briar Road. Let's go to Briar Road. Briar Road? That bicycle is not gonna work ever again. Technically it will if they actually just change the tire, but holy crap, what the hell happened there? Strand Street. I guess that's Briar Road. Oh, so this is where it happened. Look, Miss Naruto. Look at what? Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak. That is their job, you know. But Miss Naruhodo, to see one with my own eyes. William Roberts and Daily News. Do we have anything else here? Kennyson's Brewery. Nice. They're often depicted in the adventure of Sherlock Holmes, but I've never dreamed that they'd ever come this close. Well, poke one on the nose then. They'll probably love it. The real Bobby's helmet. What? The hell? Yeah, what? The helmet. Of course. I have to try on one day. What is with the helmet? Huh? I'm confused. I'm confused. Well, I hope your happy dreams come true. I don't see Inspector Gregson anywhere. Shall we see if we can sneak past him and investigate the scene of the stabbing? Why should we sneak? I want to upset one of the bubbles and be butted on the head by one of those metal helmets. My skull will crack in two for sure. No. An English pub would never do such a thing. This is a land of gentlemen, you know. They have those batons for a reason, miss. So don't be so absolutely certain about that. Also, someone has taken that guy's nose. I'm glad it doesn't sit lower down, because I have actually seen music videos with that. That's one of the officers from Scotland Yard. The police are making sure the crime is undisturbed. I have a feeling that if we wander too close, we'll be clapped in irons. I think perhaps you're being a little overcautious. We've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause for concern. Oh no, I'm getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Twice I found myself in handcuffs despite not knowing a thing about what was going on. Yes, you had some dreadful experiences. Oh yeah, hell no. Aye, that's what's happening here apparently. I'm sure it's that wide-eyed look of panic you're prone to does you no favors at all. Ugh. Okay, so can we like go to the crime scene or what? So we can just look left and right. It's like that bicycle hit something. I don't know if that means anything, but it's like poking out. Can we go to the scene of the crime? This patch of pavement must be where the something happened, incident. Yes, it's a very wide open space, isn't it? That's true, I can't see anywhere an attacker could have been hiding. Oi, what are you doing for us and doing here? Well, we just investigating the scene. Inspiring with that mustache fella from Japan, are you? Mustache fella from Japan? Conspiring? Come here to destroy evidence, have you? Get out of here before I give you a hidden. Go on. Hidden? Hit? Eh? He showed us away like rats. Yes, we should give him a wide berth, I think. What a disappointing experience. Yep. Also, what Japanese fella with a mustache? I thought it was that they talked about Onosaga, but he doesn't have a mustache. What a delightful snowman. I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen as well. It looks a little creepy though. Oh, it has a scarf. Look. You'd need one if you were out in the freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one. I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment too. We certainly can afford a scarf. Surely someone here wouldn't miss it, yes. But the person who made the snowman certainly would. Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow. Okay. This place doesn't really give us much information. I'm gonna go to bloke instead. Don't know why I just went with bloke, but I did. Oh god, this looks nice. Cell 9. So these are Britain prison cells. Oh, they're ghastly. It just feels like a dungeon. Yeah, I have experience in Japan. And having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feels a lot cozier than these cold stone walls. Oh, don't miss Naruto, you're making it even worse. Apparently our client is in the cell here. It's too dark to see back there, I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like. MI53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop hiding in the back of the cell and show your face at once. I don't know who that is. Mr. Naruto, what do you think is going on here? I have no idea, but I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That I read of complaints was it in Japanese? Why? I have never met you before. Hi, who the hell are you? Excuse me, but shh, quiet. You really are a nervous hell of a type, aren't you? They're all around hiding. I know they are. They're watching, listening, even now. I can sense it. Are you sensing the Eye of Cthulhu or something? What the hell is going on? Right, so could I ask you a quick second? There you are! You come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it, you're a ghost. Ghost? You were a nervous wreck, what happened with you? Holy crap, even his eye is twitching like there's no tomorrow. Like even this guy is even making me uneasy right now. Could you please stop? We mean you no harm, prisoner-san. Are you Japanese by any chance? Oh, his eyes are back to normal. This is beyond my wildest dreams. Okay. Is his eye still twitching? Forgive me for an outburst before, I'm sorry. It's fine, we were just a little surprised, that's all. Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am, frightful fixing in a foreign land. So hearing the sweet sentimental tones of my compatriot's voice here in this damn dark hellhole was a most monumental moving moment. And what the hell was that? Who could have guessed that this new client lured Strongheart Silas to turn out to be a fellow Japanese? I'm just like checking what my phone was just talking about me. Okay. Okay, but just checking some stuff. I was just reading. We have another member on the team. We have a new fellow member in the team. But yeah, I'm just checking my phone because, as I said, I can worry a lot. I can stress about shit things. Like that doesn't like. Sure thing. It's always good to be very cautious about some stuff. But I just feel like this is both bad and nothing. But sometimes my mother or father, especially if I like go loose with, yeah, I'm just feeling like shit now, will either call me or message me. So that's why I'm more or less check my phone. Just to be certain. Just to be certain. Ah, what compassion my fellow countrymen show. To dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. About that, sir. Okay. A first-class lawyer. Oh dear, I think we're some of a misunderstanding here. I wonder, would you be so kind to tell us what happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example? Yes, I can, I will. Could you stop doing those poses? What's going on with you? I'm not quite sure I understand what this means, but he seems happy. Oops, sorry, I pressed the button. Yes, he does. Oh, yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I'm a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryonosuke Naruhodo. I can't get in the hang of saying his name now. And I am Naruhodo Sada's juridical assistant, Sasuter Miko Tobacco. Tobak. I can pronounce her name, it's just I want to say Tobak. Because Tobak is tobacco. Tobak. In Swedish is tobacco. So I want to say Miko Tobak. I just want to. I am a visiting student, sent here by our government. Natsume. Suseki Natsume. Why do I feel I've heard Natsume before? No, yeah. I don't know. Natsume. I'm gonna check if there's like a word for it. If it's just me literally just blabbering about here. From Japanese, Natsume meaning... Oh, there is some stuff here. Also, I'm just gonna welcome our fellow team member here. Hold on, I'm just gonna have some fun here. No, there we go. There we go, that's one, and I need to find the other one. Can I not use... mess up. How they change stuff like that? Hold on, I'm just looking for one here. Has it disappeared somewhere, or what's going on? There it is. Huh, I'm pretty sure I never needed to do that before. Okay, then I skip that. It must have been because I used to use it as a something else before. Sorry, I just wanted to welcome welcome our new member. I thought of writing something, but unfortunately I have to do something to be able to use something, and I couldn't use it, so I thought like, ah, screw it. Suseki Natsume-san. What an unusual name. Call me Suseki, please. I'm a poet, you see. A writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume. Nom de plume? You mean an alias? That's right, Naruto-san. No, don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that. And haiku, that really reminds me of home. Didn't you say that you were visiting students sent over here by the government? Ah, yes. A year ago I was told to go and study English. First I had to suffer that misery, and now this. It's beyond the pale. Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here? No, I mean, I've had interest in Great Britain for some years, of course. Oh. But just because the government tells you to do something, doesn't mean you can do it. No. Oh, my nose is itchy. What do you mean? If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Okay. I see. I think. Only the other day I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Also, his hand up there to that point. Is it anyone else that just started to thinking about something whenever he just does that? Like, okay. Oh yes. So I'm often told. And so often like be told, it seems. Okay, so that's who you are. Accusation against you. Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Saki-san? I didn't do it. I didn't commit that atrocious murder. I don't know why I'm doing this voice right now, because it's like, just because the mustache were on the way. Oh no, it's alright. The woman didn't actually die, did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes. Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker? I didn't see anyone. What? If I'd seen a person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in her? Well, I would want to say a lot of racists in back in the days, and because you're not English British, who knows? Perhaps actually, I don't know. I don't know how that time period were, but I would want to say perhaps. Oh dear, it seems that this case is becoming rather complicated. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? Hi, Turtle Girl. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, winter time also. I just realized that winter time. So yeah, I managed to finish the last trial in. I'm kind of fine. I have been a bit like stressed out and worried because of some school stuff. So I've been like stressed and yeah, it's nearly Christmas. It's nearly Christmas. So yeah, I've been like a bit uneased, stressed, and like what was it called again? Shit, I kind of forgot what to say. Restless. Like I want to do a lot of some things. I couldn't do it because my restlessness like felt like do not do this, do something else, and like continue on and on and on. I'm fine. Simple to say it's just me being me. I can tell myself it's fine. I can tell myself like it's not gonna be that much of a problem. But like a spirit part of me just tells, holy fuck, press the red button and sound the alarm. So yeah, I'm fine though. Don't worry. I have explained to Miss Valkyrie as well, because I said there's nothing to worry about, because though I'm a little restless and a bit like stressed about stuff. There's nothing to worry. So I explained to her, and I also explained to my parents how I felt. So it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully it will fix itself because I'm just gonna do the test for programming this week, and after that is done, hopefully they do fix it very soon, and I can go to that course I cannot go to right now. That's like what's causing me the stress right now. Also, we have this guy. Yeah, I know, don't worry, I have a lot of people to vent to. Don't worry. I have my mother and father, I have the team apparently, and now I have you. I have a load of people to vent to. Don't worry. Also, for some reason, I'm that kind of person that often does not vent. Mostly because I, as I said, me is being me. And for some reason, I deal with things I started myself. It's a bit of a bad habit. Like literally, if I say like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, then it's me doing this. So yeah, but don't worry, I am capable of venting to a lot of people, so it's fine. Don't worry. The only thing like I've gotten today is being distracted by fish and chips. No joke. We were talking about with a detective before that was eating an infinite fish and chips. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just started drooling about that when I just saw that. I got distracted by that a lot. I really want fish and chips now for some reason. It was on a cursed evening. Yeah, I'm not fully hungry, I guess, but kind of like feeling that I want to eat something. But when I saw that, I was just like, just give it to me. And each time he talked, I could see the text, but I couldn't check on him. I had to check the food in his hand all the time. I was like, oh my god. Oh, good god, I really want to eat that now. It was an accursed evening, just after the snow had started to clear and heavy with fog. I've been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings. Sure, the bookshop was an accursed too. Apparently a lot is accursed. By the way, he is a poet, he does a load of haiku, and he's apparently here to study the English language. He doesn't like that because he's not studying the literature, he's studying the language. Also, it's Japanese, by the way. Apparently. As I was walking along the accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed into the cold, hard slabs of my stone at my feet. How terrible. Also, she's not dead apparently. She's just not awake right now in the hospital. I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a... And also, he does that a lot. Slightly exaggerating there, perhaps. Either that or just does haikus. Well, she's stabbed. Oh shit, I kinda missed that. He's kinda not, yeah, he is like a fucking nerve wreck. I'm not joking, when we first met him, he was like looking around everywhere. I was terrified, I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my leg could carry me back to my accursed lodging. A lot of a curse, to be honest. That's not good. They'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that. Yeah, he was like this when we met him. He was like just twitching everywhere, just looking around his shoulder. Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours? Don't be ridiculous. Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English and young women at that? Sorry, I'm just gonna check my phone. It's just we have a new team member and she's excited to be in the team. Also, I checked my phone because I have actually already talked with my mother, and I did tell my father this morning that I was a bit stressed and stuff. And the thing is, I am a person that gets easily worried about stuff, so that's a problem. I get that from both my mother and from my father, because I did explain to my mother what happened, and she says like, yeah, she gets that a lot. And this summer my father was like worried about my sister and studying as well, and it was like he knows it's alright, but it's a part of him that says holy crap. So guess who I got this from? So yeah, as you probably noticed, the part within me worried as hell, and the part up here can joke around with it a lot. Not gonna lie about that. Another time. Holy crap, it's just going on. I think yeah, it is there. Everyone just, yeah, they're just talking around. Just checking my my Discord a bit here. Always nice with a little fellow new team member. Hold on, I'm just gonna have my phone now. So yeah, because like I'm checking my phone, because now when I talked about my father about that, I'm just feeling like he will like rush to the phone and just like, are you alright? And yes, I am fine. It's just I'm stressed, that's all. Also, it's not even the same stress from when I worked all those years ago. Like, this is like just a mild uneasiness. Like, that stress I had that time was like nothing more than just someone kicking me in the ass all the time. Yeah, it is nice. They are supportive. I can say this. My father is supportive, but he's taking his experiences at point, which means like for example, when I started working and got like this stress in the beginning, he said like work is work, like work gives you money and work is work, you don't need to like think too much about it. And that's his part, because he has not the same problem as I had. So often when he like has these answers, he often answers with his experiences. So he is supportive, but he has sometimes difficult to see it in our perspective. So I'm not talking shit about my father. I do mind that. I do love my father, and he helped out a lot, and he is a nice father. But sometimes when he is helping, he can take from his experiences. So sometimes we just have to move his vision a bit. But he is supportive, yes. My mother is supportive. My sister is supportive. Pretty certain my dog is supportive as well. I'm very actually certain that my dog is supportive, because often when my sister had bad days, mostly just normal. It hasn't been like bad school things and bad stuff. I could say she's a girl, and sometimes she just has those times. And yeah, let's easily say that our dog literally just jumps up into the face and tries to lick it. So yeah, he is supportive. What if Soseki-san just told us it's true? There is something I can't explain. I'm guessing it's the like Discord. No, it's something else. It's someone else's Discord. I have a lot of Discord here. Yeah, dogs are great. Like, I'm not talking shit about any animal. I have said before, and you have more or less damned me because of that. I am nervous about reptilians. Don't know why. I don't hate reptilians. I'm just nervous around them. I can be nervous around big bird animals as well, but mostly inside closed spaces. But else, I kind of like a lot of different animals. I did. But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit. Are you? What did you just say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Whoops. Perhaps I thought a little loud. Did it? Yeah. Didn't he think that? Okay. Each time I've had this blue text, either Sasuto or someone else has been able to just answer. So I'm pretty certain this guy actually thinks loudly. And also I do that sometimes as well, but it's kind of a way for me to converse with myself. My father thinks it's very weird, but I don't give a shit. That's how I be capable of bringing my thoughts to action. What I was thinking was, how did Saseki-san actually come to be arrested? Sorry? He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So how did the police even discover there was there in the first place? Yeah, she's right. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. It was him. The accursed great detective. He led the police to me. Oh. Also, I don't know how many people you have seen in this game, but I'm pretty certain you have seen, right, the girl with the little, the lady Gina Lestrade. Do you remember her with the? Sorry, I'm playing around with some stuff here right now. I don't know why, I just do that right now. Yeah, with a little grenade launcher thing, smoke grenade. I have seen someone smaller with her with a larger gun. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but holy crap. Literally like, oh, there is the one that took my little experiment. Like, you're just coming back to me to say sorry. Yeah, let's see. She had a little grenade thing. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. You should have seen. Small pink-haired little girl or woman with a bazooka twice as her size. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, where did you even bring that from? Oh god, like that was a lot. That's when I was playing the medium, because I finished the medium last Thursday and I didn't know what else to play because I hadn't updated Scarlet Nexus. So I played some of this game, and it ended with me just meeting her and was like, what the fuck? Like, holy crap. With his hugely laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. I don't like his. Oh god. May you be cursed until the end of your days, Herlock Sholmes. I do love everyone in Japanese literally just is Herlock Holmes. It's not like Herlock, it's like Herlock. It's like her in because everyone thought he was German. Does not mean like her is like Mr. I knew it. Oh great, we're gonna meet that guy again. Mr. Sholmes. Oh good god, we're gonna butt head against that guy. Great. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. It was the morning after the nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a silver of hard. I was gnawing on a silver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. Do you mean you had like a silver fork for cheese? Why did I think about that? Now I thought about those like fried cheese instead. Because I don't know if you have that, but we have like this like Baby Bell kind of cheese with like a, I don't know what sort of cheese it is, but it's like very like squishy and nice. I'm like someone to. Oh, sliver. Sorry, I read it at silver. Sorry. Yes. You probably just realized how my mind is right now. Yeah, he did say sliver, did he? Yeah, he did say sliver. I read it as silver. My bad. I know what a sliver is. I read it as silver. My bad. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Now I absolutely understand what you mean there. They started shouting at me, "This is the police. Put the weapon down." Yeah, for some reason it just looked like silver. I was like, do you have like this like nice plate of just cheese and like a little silver fork to eat the cheese with? Like, goddamn, you're a fancy person. But yeah, like I just saw somewhere how to like make these like fried cheese sticks and stuff. And they literally just took a baby bell cheese, dipped it in like breadcrumb stuff, and like just fried it. I was like, holy crap, I kind of want to try that now. I kind of don't like when it does that. It's so annoying. You clearly had a trying moment yesterday. And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That Herlock Sholmes. This is actually just Herlock. Herlock Sholmes. His English. I just found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London. Detection? I do love that. A famous name in detection. Okay. That's a way of saying things. Yes, he's a great detective. Is really a very well known. And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts apparently. He thinks I'm a knife-wielding madman. Me, this weak, stooped kitten of a man. What a great deduction process led him to his conclusion this time. I don't know, it was probably, I don't know. They're probably just Swedish. That's why. I needed to just find a country, and I just took Sweden because I couldn't find any other country right now. That Mr. Sean's deduction was the only reason the police arrested you. That would be really most unreasonable. Well, that was kind of the reason they arrested me as well. Well, the thing is, I was thrown in a panic when they barged away. Yeah, only Sweden exists. I couldn't think of a good one. Like, what would I say? Like I don't know. Like, if you just said like a knife-wielding madman, and like, yeah, what deduction got this time? Because last time I was both German and Russia, and I thought like, what the hell am I gonna give now then? Both of those were good, were already taken. I was about to say America, but like that felt like kind of too fucking real. So I just took something. No, I could have said Finnish, I believe. Because they do actually have a saying called inte skära bara rispa, which means like don't cut, just like scratch. Oh, I should have done that one. I am pretty certain I've heard a person actually say that, so yeah. Oh, I should have said that one. Fuck. I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing questions after questions at me in impossible English. Finnish virgin flimflammery. Okay. Also, his teeth is like toothy as hell. Well, you're in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English. True. Good point, but my mind went blank and I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. I get sometimes my voice just gets dark and raspy for this guy. I shouldn't do that. So I'm just kept repeating like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. The next thing I knew, I was in manacles. And before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Oh dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising. I'm fine. He's not fine, you know. Yeah, he is absolutely not fine. And like my streaming has been like stuck on the same thing right now, but screw it. The stream works, so something's going on. Mr. Naruto Esquire. Naruto Esquire. You could just call me Naruto, and when we're speaking English, a simple Mister is more than enough. Oh, yes. Alright, yes. They really got me. This country's poisoning my mind. Just, this is like how I met him. He's like a fucking nervous wreck right now. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you? Also, I'm gonna try and explain something here. In the last one, we managed to find the defendant not guilty, but apparently there was like things disappearing from the crime scene and blood appearing on the crime scene. So we just mostly got like a verdict of not guilty because there was like nothing to show for. And after that, it ended with a cutscene of the taxi, whatever you could call it, a wagon, being on fire with someone within it. Guess what? Mr. McGilded was in that one. And I do love the explanation for that because I don't know, perhaps. This is another trial, apparently. What's kind of funny is that the detective literally just said like there's like no idea to go against Van Zeeks, and I literally just question like, yeah, we did actually get a not guilty verdict last time, so you know we have actually beaten this guy. And what's kind of funny is that though everyone talks about everyone being like a sacrificial lamb, and he's like the prosecution of death and stuff like that, he's the reaper of death, reaper of the Baileys. Mr. McGilded actually died, so fair, good goddamn point to that, to be honest. Good point to that. Literally like, yeah, we won against this guy. Yeah, but he's not alive anymore. Good point, good point. Also, I'm not really gonna like be sad about it too much because that guy was like very fishy in the end. He's absolutely fishy as hell. Why is it so hard to say yes to me? Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself on a study tour. Yeah, by the way, this guy thought we were actually sent from Japan to defend him. A great attorney, apparently. He didn't realize I'm a student. I have defended a case in the Old Baileys only one time though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Sorry, I'm just checking. I just have to check. Oh, not really the sun. Yeah, because as I said, we got a non-guilty verdict, but Mr. McGilty was like laughing his ass off. Like, you cannot find shit against me and I'm about to be found not guilty. I'm like, dude, you're like just poking wrong people there right now. So, yeah. We're like a bit uneased about that. I'm not even the foreign student was supposed to be here. I'm a sort of locum lawyer, I suppose. But an armband, that's the mark of the defense lawyer from our great empire. It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. A keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me. Who do you mean? The lawyers, all the British defense lawyers. They won't defend me. Good goodness, why do you say that? For the same reason as you noted before. When it happened, there was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. It must be very hard for you, Saseki-san. And anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laugh about me before. in my earshot without my compunction at all. And a trial for this man would be a waste of time. They said and of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway. That's awful. They're wrong. I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about the people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. So at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it, couldn't you? When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through. Sasaki-san, it's just that... Give me a little time, please. I'll do what I can, for the time being. What do you mean? We shall investigate the case thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it'll give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be here, all alone waiting for you. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Holy crap, the name is just getting longer and longer. We should be going then, Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for. Well, yeah, then I'm done here, so we're gonna go... Let's check if I can check something on Briar Road. We were there before, but the police Bobby just shoved us away. Oh, you're here now. Oh no, you have the fish and chips! Oh god, I just realized. Yeah. Like, it's very, like, pointy and shit, but... Oh my... Yeah, exactly. Oh no. Oh, Inspector Gregson. This isn't time for the tourist trial, as I'm fairly sure well aware. Yes, of course, we're here to investigate. So you've been to the holding cells then? What do you make of the criminal? Also, just look at it, just... Pop. Oh my god, could you stop eating? Oh, I really want that now. Oh my god. He's not a criminal, as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect. We'll see about that. You Japanese like it to stick together, I suppose. Well, do what you will. I do not... It doesn't bother me. The bloke in court tomorrow, whatever happens, and the verdict is a foregone conclusion. It sounds someone makes it more appetizing. Yeah, just the crust of it all. Oh. Take heart, London this time of year is full of stone cold air. That makes it worse somehow. Okay, can we check the crime scene then? So, Scotland Yard? Tell me about Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I've been fascinated by the place. The Yard, it's the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, man. Oh, and you know, I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet. It does make them look the part, seeing the policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the... Oh, sorry, I did the wrong one. Fucking hell. My mind isn't really where it's supposed to be right now. You certainly get the sense that it is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty to protecting the city. Oh yes, doesn't he look wonderful? Also, apparently he doesn't give a shit about Bobby himself. She likes the hat. Being alone on Bobby is a hard going, I can tell you. So I kind of forgot what like voice I gave him. Oh really? First things in the morning, you know what he does? Goes around, ruses all laborers on his beat so they can go can get to work. What, he wakes up people? Oh god. Yeah. Raps on their windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit. They did back in the day. The hell? Okay. Well, I don't know if they actually had alarm clocks back then. Probably. Well, they do have like a pocket watch, so who knows? Ooh. I had no idea. The Bobby works for the people of the town. Just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day, that's regulation distance. 20 miles! Holy crap. I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way. Let's see. 20 miles, that's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama. On foot, that's definitely taking things steps too far. When it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting all the gas street lamps. They do that and they have other people to work with that? I suppose in between all of those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well. In case of chase of the criminals trying to evade the law. I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly, more alongside, but yes. They've expected to handle those jobs as well. We do have men keeling over from time to time, I admit. Yeah. I've always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. But it's with a heavy heart I shall have relinquished that dream to you, Miss Naruto. Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. Okay. About the case. It happened around 5 in the evening 2 days ago. Just there on the open bit of Palmet. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade behind. Apparently I am actually hungry, because my stomach just now told me. I have been eating today, but, well, I can say it was a little bit of a half-assed lunch. Stabbed with a blade from behind. It is right that the lady is still unconscious now. You mentioned that she being treated in hospital. I never said she was a lady. The truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, you won't be able to find out much about her at all. I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course. Here's a map of the local area. I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want. Really? You sure? Yes, it's your policy to give lawyers the defending suspect the odd bit of information to go with. I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still. Thank you, Inspector. We're great to make a set. Can I like look closer on it? I'm gonna check. I have it, I'm gonna check a bit closer. Okay, so that's where she got killed. On Briar Road, Mershaum Street, Calabash Road. Okay. So around this area. Okay. Not that I tell us much right now. Just check if it was like something else we'd see. As far as we know, there's no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it? Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming not to have seen anyone else around, but... Just because he didn't see anyone, it didn't mean we can be sure that nobody else was present. I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can't be sure. How? Because, ma'am, the precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed. It what? We have two very reliable witnesses, no less. It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see them. They were witnesses now? Okay, who are the witnesses? A fellow and his wife. And the man's one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all of London. He's a copper from Scotland Yard. A what? Do you mean copper as a policeman? Okay. So sorry. Sometimes they just do Bobby, and sometimes they do copper. So it's like, what is what? A policeman. That might change things. I'm just getting hungry by seeing this bastard eat that lunch of his. Oh my god, stop teasing me. Nothing particular about that man. Part and partial of being a Bobby, catching them and bang in the act of and all that. Sorry, but I got a bit confused when you said catching them bang. In the, yeah, I can understand in the act and all, but just like the sentence in the beginning was just like, what the fuck? Do you think it might be possible for us to ask the policeman a few questions? Be my guess. You can ask him what you like in court tomorrow. Well, great. Absolutely fantastic. Now you tease me about talking to him and with lunch. God damn it. I have no doubt we'll summon as a witness. So I'll give you something to look forward to. Oh, why did I start thinking about that? God damn now. I just started thinking about what I will have to supper, and I was like, that will be. I'm not joking. Like, my mouth is just filled with saliva right now. Holy crap! Oh, that kind of sounds good in my thought. Oh, I kind of want to do that now. A policeman witnessed the incident. So you're really an assistant. I must warn you that this court make our job very difficult. No problem, tell girl. Always nice to have people here, but people have their stuff. I can understand that, because even I have my stuff to do. My stuff, like I'm serious. Like my schedule on school might be to 5, which means that I have to change some stuff. I think I wrote that in on Twitter, but yeah, it's absolutely understandable. Good luck with whatever you need to do, and I'll hear from you later. Either next stream or later, who knows. Yes, as a non-juridical assistant, I could have warned me of that too. Oh yes, one more thing, Inspector. What? The person who led you to the suspect, I hear was Mr. Harcourt. What are you bringing him up for? This is something I said. The color has drained from his cheeks. His cheeks! That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. Are you going to your family or not? Well, makes no difference to me, but I will just say this. No London lawyer worth his salt could touch that case with a barge pole. Because the prosecution is handled by the Reaper of Baileys, you mean? There's no reason, there's no way to save the man now. It's a waste of time trying. It's all a bit strange though. Sorry? The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now. Yes, we did hear something about that effect. And the only people who usually bothers with are real scum. The master criminal. Yo! Akatori! Thank you for the raid! I was like, the fuck? I don't understand why I always get confused by my own sound. That might more or less explain a lot of this stream, but I'm gonna also do this. There we go. I'm gonna have to do that anyway. Shadow Tactics, Blaze of the Shogun. I've never heard about that game before. But yeah, welcome home viewers to the stream I'm holding. As you can see, I'm playing some The Great Ace Attorneys. More or less just, I don't know, tormenting my own throat a bit. Master criminals. The violent ones? That's right, he handpicked his victims. only deals with those guaranteed to go to gallows for their sins. It wouldn't surprise me, because last time the guy we defended literally was laughing his ass off because he got a non-guilty verdict, sorry. My mind is a bit elsewhere, don't worry about that. Yes, like something was definitely fishy with that guy. But Mr. Natsume wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, for surely. That's just my point, sunshine. The young woman was stabbed, but they didn't kill her. They didn't even say the intent was there. So this isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into. For want a better praise. Oh, who came here? Sorry, I didn't see the name first. Arnoa! Yeah, Arnoa. Welcome, Arnoa. Sorry, I was like very confused about everything that happened there. That's just me in a normal state. Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it? Also, to make something clear, when that guy is eating his fish and chips, it makes me hungry. And it's like teasing the hell out of me. No, there got to be more to it. Some reason is taking an interest. Yeah, why is it taking an interest? Really, what sort of reason, Inspector? You think I can tell you what's going on inside the head of a Lord of Darkness? You literally call him a Lord of Darkness as well. Like, I have told people before, that guy is a vampire. Great! That's more proof about him, his vampirism. Oh, the food is there, shit. We're really going to have to face the Reaper again. The Lord of Darkness, as he put it. Goodness sake. Okay, so Mr. Sholmes, because apparently he led to believe something here. Who did you hear that name from? Well, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholm was with the police when they entered his lodging. I'm sure it was the result of one Mr. Sholm's inspirational great deduction, which, might I have mentioned, we have actually fixed, or needed to fix, to be honest. Fiddle-faddle. Don't point that at me, I will try and like eat it from the screen, you know that, right? The man is an amateur and I'm getting sick and tired of his showing his mug everywhere. Oh. I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime. Wanders around sprouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case. Yeah, we have been through that before. And please don't crush the food. That's like heartbreaking right now. It's like so heartbreaking, and like my stomach is crying to just see everything about that food right now. He's a great help to Scotland Yard though, isn't he? Also, I'm not that hungry that I literally just have to leave and eat. I have eaten, it's just that I'm getting hungry. Gibble gabble. Who is the one sprouting nonsense here now? Ever seen this before? Yes, because my assistant here is walking around with that inside her sleeve a lot. The wonderful publication in which the adventure of Sherlock Holmes appears. Yes, for those who doesn't know, that is actually a pun of Sherlock Holmes. Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, seems to fit to include several of the Yard's detectives in its stories. Like you have already mentioned that. And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. If you ask anyone at the Yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any Sherlock Holmes tale at all. Okay, they don't seem to like him. Also, I do wonder if Lestrade will show up again, because Lestrade in Sherlock Holmes stories is often like on the side or something like that. But we have now seen her, I guess it's her, before. Holy crap, it just went away. But just like, I'm used to that, by the way. I'm just checking the stream and chats and stuff. I'm just checking some stuff there. I just checking like, holy crap. I'm like, yep. I'm not gonna mention shit because though I want to grow as a streamer and I need viewers' help for doing that, it's not like I'm trying to force people to be here. People can walk in, walk out however they want. This is a free kingdom to visit, and You can do whatever you want here. Well, sure, sort of. Like, just don't be an ass and stuff like that. What I mean is literally you can be here, you can leave, you can just send a message, go somewhere, like stuff like that. The man is dangerous to us at Scotland Yard as he is to all our criminals. Yeah, that can really be true, can it, Inspector? Clearly the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. I kinda just get like confused about my numbers here. Doesn't matter if people leaving or getting here. I don't think we're going to get any more useful information from our detective here. Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion? Oh yes, what is it? Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. We have met him before. He is a weird one. By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes? Literally, like, I don't know what happened. I think, like, the ship was just halted to a stop. Locked the door. People got a bit, I don't know, confused about that. Tried to get in where we were. We unlocked the door, talking to them, and out of nowhere, he was hanging on a hook. To check on the tiara he has on his head was heavy. I'm like, fuck. Okay, thank you for that. Mr. Natsume did blame Mr. Sean for all of this, didn't he? Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involvement party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. Yeah, we're not. I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again. The trouble is, we have no idea where the man's blessing is. I did not even manage to finish that one. I more or less knew it would be Baker Street, if it wouldn't be a pun though. Which it isn't, apparently. How do you know that? It's the stories, of course. 221 Baker Street, the most famous address in the world. Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I suppose. We'll try one, yeah. Let's check out that. Holy crap. What time is it? Oh shit, I've already gone that far. Don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna end, but I didn't know it has already gone like 2 hours. So we have to a reunion already with the great detective, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes. Yeah, let's go then. I literally want to go away because I don't want to see that fish and chips no more. I am just getting hungry each time I see it. Oh, nice animation. Baker Street. Pawnbrokers, jewelries, nice.
Thank you very much. It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day.
Good day.
Thanks again.
I do wonder what people think whenever they actually are just holding a sword.
This is it. The residence of Mr. Sherlock Sholmes.
Like, no weirdness about that, apparently. Kind of like the look of it. Nice place. I do want to gonna look inside though. Actually, kind of look like I would imagine it, to be honest. Knife in the wall, a big sofa, and a little stool there. But the big box in the middle is a new thing for me. And of course the witch's shoe. Why do they have a witch's shoe on his fireplace? Well, so if you're wondering why I call it a witch's shoe, it's because of the... What is that book called? Hold on. I don't remember the name of it. What is it called in English? It's a horror fantasy. Oh, The Spook's Apprentice. There we go. Apparently it's called, like, roughly translated, It is called Väktarens lärling, which roughly translated means the guardian's apprentice. But it's not like a guardian as in like a, I don't know, like I don't know, a knight and stuff. It's literally like taking care of goats and stuff. So in translation, the name of the book is The Spook's Apprentice, and they had something there that every woman with a pointy shoe like that is a witch. That's why I call it a witch's shoe. There we have a violin. That's nice. What is that for thing? It is as described in the stories. Is it as described in the stories, Miss Asuto? You should be in tears. Also, I can see gunshots in VR up there. I'm really getting like the whole Sherlock Holmes vibe, to be honest. Many famous cases have been solved here in this very room. Oh, I suppose it must have been... Yes? I haven't read the story, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be. The detective chases the villains relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down the unlit London street. Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism. Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? No, but I can feel my stomach growling. Is that good enough for you? Can't you, Mr. Naruto? I suppose I can, yes. Also, for Naruto I have my own voice because he's the one that talks the most here. Also, we play as him, so why not? So, if you don't mind, I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please don't mind me. She's obsessed. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can find Sherlock somewhere. Oi, weirdo, where are you? It looks like our detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me, is anybody home? I'm not gonna do a voice. I was about to do a voice, but I don't know who that is, so I'm not gonna do it. Because I did it last time with a dark voice for the woman you just saw. Oh, it's the girl with the bazooka! Hi! Hello! Oh, hold on, I cannot do this like squeaky voice though. Is the big new case for Mr. Sholmes? Hello? We have met before. Wait. Aren't you... Oh, how rude of me. I'll go make some tea at once. I'm sure it's the same girl. Yeah, because Miss Lestra... I just saw the pink mathematic over there. I don't know why that just caught my eye. But yeah, apparently Miss Lestrade has had taken her smoke grenade launcher, which is like this kind of size of a gun, more or less. Like she was just aiming that at this girl because she was just saying like she's gonna bring her with her to apologize. And what does this girl take up? A bazooka twice the size as her. Like, bloody hell. Miss Asuto, did you see the girl who was just here? Oh yes, isn't it truly extraordinary? Yeah, she's out of it, just leave her alone. To think that the king of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case. The king of Bohemia? King Wilhelm Gotharich Sigismund von Ormstein, of course. What the... Jesus, I cannot pronounce none of that right now. Sorry, I'm drawing blank. Forget the adventure of Sherlock Holmes for a moment and look over there. Tea is brewed, and I have a freshly baked cake as well. Ah, it's you. Anyways, Asuto-san recognized her too. Are we gonna get the image of the bazooka? I'm not gonna do voices for the back. Yeah, do you see that thing? Hold, my cam is mirrored, by the way, so that's like why. That thing she's holding, that's the little smoke grenade launcher. So hold on here, because hopefully she will bring out the thing. Oh, she doesn't. Shit. Oh, she brought up the biggest ass gun before. Oh. It's the girl who turned up at the end of Miss McGillicud's trial in the defendant's antechamber.
I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. How are you having to get straight to work when you're only just arrived in London?
Oh, yes, it was challenging.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know.
Thank you. Is this supposed to look that color? Let me guess, pink. Because she often talks about other colors.
Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor. Hooray, it's a winner. I tried blending different leaves designed to elevate fatitude, you see. You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow.
Wait, how did you know that?
I'm here to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you a lot of luck.
Yeah, how did you know all that?
Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about those by any chance?
My throat is gonna kill me, by the way.
Oh, you know Hurley, do you?
Hurley. Sorry. I just like, what do you mean by Hurley? Like, oh, Sholmes, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes, Hurley. Like, oh, yeah. Hurley, good god.
Mr. Sholmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see. Was he really? Well, I had no idea.
Man, did you even know where you were or something?
I'm afraid Hurley's out of the area again today. I even thought you just returned from overseas.
Even though, okay. Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday after the trial, and only briefly after that. How on earth does she know so much about us? Did she deduce all those things? Do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suit? Oh, silly me! I haven't introduced myself, haven't I?
What sort of Watson pun will it be, please? Iris. Wilson. So not Watson, but Wilson. Iris. What is it? It's John. Okay, so the only pun here is like Wilson. Wilson and Watson. Well, technically not much of a pun. It's not as pun as like Sherlock Holmes. No. Sherlock Sholmes. Jesus. Hi, Turtle Girl. Welcome back to stream. We kind of missed a raid from Hakatori before. Literally, just after you left, Hakatori just raided me. I'm gonna do this one again because now there are some other people here. That's not from her. So I'm gonna do this because she is actually a team member. She's a team member. I know that because I do recognize the name. Also, this, by the way, Turtle Girl, is the gal with the gun. I'm not joking. She's the one that had a big ass bazooka before. Apparently her name is Iris Wilson. I guess it's Watson, technically.
It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson. I live here together with Hurley.
Also, yes, she calls him Hurley. Ah, Iris is it? What a lovely name. What's the matter?
No, wait, this can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson?
What's the matter with Sasuke-san? Why is she so flustered about all of a sudden?
Yes, that's right. What are your names?
Oh, I'm Ryunosuke Naruto, a lawyer from Japan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Miss Naruto's juridical assistant, Susato Mikutobak. It's wonderful to meet you. Lovely. Susie and Runo. Got it.
Susie and Runo. Wait, who is Susie and who is Runo? Oh, Sasuto is Susie and Ryo is Runo. Okay, Susie and Runo. Fucking love those names though. Yeah, that's adorable, to be honest. Who are you, by the way? Because I'm thinking of like the age difference here. It's mostly this girl that meets the eye, especially with thought that she managed to bring out a bazooka out of nowhere. I have so many questions for it, and I don't know where to start. Yes, and as I explained before, he is thinking very loudly. Okay, let's start by questioning her, apparently. So, yeah, we're here because he was the one that found our guilty party. That, and there was apparently a policeman before that saw the whole thing. It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey's.
Yes, that's right. You were even so helpful. Thank you so much. Oh no, not at all. I'm sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming.
So at the time, we didn't have a rather large gun pointed at us. Oh, that thing! Yeah, that thing. Do you understand now what I'm talking about? That's like twice the size as her, and that's kinda incriminating. Please don't put that away.
Like this.
Yeah, oh damn. Holy crap.
Thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you?
Yeah, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade.
Oh, Ginny! Yes, she's a professional pickpocket.
You even have a nickname for her. So we found out.
It was a very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that.
Are you referring to that trial disputing gun-like contraption?
Exactly. So I followed her, you see, to get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct
mechanism on my invention. Literally, I just got back to like, what is his name? Fuck, I have to search that up. My mind is like a bit knackered after everything. Hold on. Doofenshmirtz! That's his name! Sorry, I literally... Yeah, she makes them. Sorry, I didn't see that because I was searching. But just because she was thinking about self-destruct butcher, I was thinking about Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Fucking hell. Yeah, this girl is dangerous as hell. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why, but just like the thought of a self-destruct button was just like, oh, right, that guy.
Anyway, I brought Vinny back here after that. So she could apologize to my trusty technician.
Sorry, your technician?
Hurley, of course, silly.
Hurley? Wait, who is in charge here?
Yes, Herlock Sholmes. We live here together.
I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter.
A daughter? Not likely.
What?
I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, would I?
I would call him Fasha. Okay, yeah.
Well then, what is your relationship with Mr. Sholmes?
Please don't say it. Live like, I don't know, lovers. I don't know why I said lovers. I could say together. Technically they live together, so together it wouldn't work, but like, I don't know. Engaged?
Well, I expect you to find out that lodging of any kind in London are very expensive. So the solution is to share the cost with a partner, a roommate.
Your roommate? That's kind of a bit weirder, I would say.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Iris, but how old are you?
10! 10! Well, what of your mother and father?
Oh no, they're not around.
Oh, I see. What the story is there? You're 10! I did think you were young because it's a bit difficult to like see height in this game, because everyone like have to be a specific height to be able to see each other here. Because if she were 10, I would expect her to like just be behind the text there.
Of course, go ahead, Susie. I'm a very great fan of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and... Oh, you have a copy of Rand's magazine.
Yeah, she's walking around with it in her arm pocket.
Yes, I read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship. Oh, this is so exciting. My stories are being read on the other side of the world.
My stories?
That's right. Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see. And so tell me all about them. They're really quite fascinating.
Wait, doesn't he do the same as she does? As he does, the whole like finger thing.
It'd be such a shame if I was the only one that ever heard them, don't you think?
So yeah, she is literally just Watson.
Last night he was telling me about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a far land.
Yeah, it is his theme too now. Exactly. Yeah, it is. It is. I do recognize it. And also, yes, I do think. Like, my mind is still a bit half blank, but I'm pretty certain, yes.
So I was just in the middle of typing the manuscript for the next issue before you came. So you are the author? Yes. I'll let you all in a secret if you like. We're going to call this later venture the Speckled Band.
Big surprise there. The Speckled Band. That's certainly very familiar.
Of course, I always change one or two details in the stories here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of the trouble.
Oh, that was Sean's first thought as well, actually.
Yes, and of course I know that a snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly, but it's a story. Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think, don't you?
That is actually kind of true, because she writes stories. She doesn't write fact. She writes fictions out of fact. So I think that's absolutely a-okay.
So do you mean to say all the stories about Sholmes that are published in Rand's magazine? All right, written by me, yes. On my wonderful and very modern typewriter.
Don't tell me it's that thing we saw on the left side there.
But all stories I've ever read are written by a doctor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson.
Susata sounds getting more and more worked up. Yeah, she writes for Sholmes fanfiction.
Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name is Wilson. But what about the doctor of medicine part? That's all true too. I'm a doctor of medicine.
No, at 10 years old.
At 10 years old.
Well, that's quite incredible.
But Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman. Oh, yes, I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow.
Yeah, absolutely. People would just lift their eyebrows like this and this. And if I could do it with one, I would do, but I can't.
I suppose it does, yes.
Poor Suzuta-san, yeah. She looks like her whole world just fall apart. I just love this music though. Also bubbling, have you heard the bubbling in the background? That literally bit like, from my point of view, that literally is like just a little glass beaker with something bubbling in it. And it's literally just fitting this one. About before.
Yes. What's on your mind, Bruno? Tell me.
How did you know that I was a lawyer and we just arrived in London, I mean? yes. Oh, and that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How did you know all of that? Oh, that's what you mean. Please tell us how you did it. Explain every detail. Plop, plop. I just love the plop, plop. Of course, I'd be delighted. Although there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin. Iris Wilson is proud to present her logical reasoning spectacular. She also has one of those guns. Also, like, I'm getting the feeling her eyes get just like twice as big with those glasses on. This music I do goddamn recognize. First of all, I knew you were a lawyer, Runo. After all, I met you yesterday at Old Bailey's in the defendant's chamber. But you also said we'd only just arrived in London. How did you know that? Oh, I didn't know I actually had still those in the pocket. I observed a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket. Oh. So I'm reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in the country. And on top of that, you accepted a case against a particular prosecutor, telling me you were unaware of London's court affairs. The reaper of the Baileys. I will right into that one, didn't I? Oh, what's that? Yeah, what is that stamp for? Then I noticed the red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with a suspect, weren't you, earlier today? Huh. Okay, I didn't know they did that back then, but sure. Huh, that's interesting. They used those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see. Oh, I didn't realize. And the red stamp is only used for people visiting foraging inmates. Only for foraging? That's fairly interesting, actually. Stuff. So that told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus MacGilbert, the two of you already had a cause to visit a foraging inmate at the local prison. However, neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face, so I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative. That led me to believe that you must have accepted a new case. I see. That makes much more goddamn sense that Sherlock Holmes things. Yeah, that is impressive. Well, having barely been home for a few hours yesterday, Hurley solved another case. He obviously amused him. He told me that he caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling. Well, clearly that must have been our defendant, Mr. Natsuma. Now Runo has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit's called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? Well, anyway, it was clear to me you both came from Japan yourself. So I put two and two together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught. And here there was only one conclusion that those facts could lead me to. We both came here to ask Hurley about the case. Yes. And that's more impressive than Sherlock Holmes. Absolutely. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow. Hurley's always stabbing his nose with a knife, you know. He is silly. Yeah, this place literally just like screams Sherlock Holmes in a way. He even has gunshots of VP over at that side. Also apparently has a witch's shoe on the mantelpiece of the fireplace. For some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason. And that's all there was to it, really. Thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that one was one of my great deductions. I do love also the ending of that. Literally just like thanking for yourself. Well, was it a winner? Were my deduction correct? And also, her voice is kind of just killing my throat right now. Holy crap.
That was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction.
You even managed to discern something of Mrs. Sholm's delivery.
Oh, well, I was just copying Hurley's style from that.
I just love this music, like the bubbly gig, it makes me giggly all the time.
This is really good news. You could tell us about the case involving the Japanese man. You will, won't you, Iris? Please.
The case of the Japanese man. Oop. Sorry, wrong button. So yesterday, Mr. Schultz apprehended Japanese man. Oh, you're saying?
Yes. Hurley had just arrived back in London after his sea voyage. But the police were waiting for him at the railway station to take him directly to the crime scene.
Ah, the great detective is a popular man, it seems. Also, apparently the police hated him for some reason as well, because he's popular in the magazine or something. Also talking down on police, something like that. I don't remember. Something. There was something like that. Who knows?
Apparently a woman was stabbed in a quiet street somewhere in town. There were witnesses who had seen short, shifty-looking, stooped man running away from the scene.
Yeah, that Miss Natsume beyond a doubt. God damn it, this song. Soseki-san said he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. It kind of reminds me of when I watched Holmes. What was it called? Sherlock. I think it was called Sherlock. The British series, when they tried to explain and tried the whole invisible man thing. Because someone got stabbed without being seen. Or got stabbed with something no one could find. It kind of reminds me of both of those at the same time in a way. Like instead of a knife you cannot see, it's like a man who was not capable of seeing. Plop, plop. No, well, technically both of those were the same thing. It was just someone said it could be an ice. But yeah, like it literally is one of those episodes where someone just managed to like died a mysterious way, and apparently no one could find out how or where, because no one like saw anyone doing anything. They didn't even manage to find a weapon. But apparently they found a weapon, but they didn't manage to find a person first. Yeah, at least a third party. We have a second part, but not a third one.
Hurley used his great deduction powers to determine the man's address. There was a lodging room very nearby. He went directly there with the police, and what did he find? A short, shifty-looking stoop man shivering in fear.
Mr. Sholm's great deduction certainly hit the mark this time.
Of course it did. He's the great detective.
You already know we needed to fix his great deductions last time. Twice. Surely tomorrow it's too soon for the trial, isn't it?
Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly. Hurley says that London is rife with crime.
Oh.
Scotland Yard is doing its...
Oh, sorry, I feel like my voice is dying here.
Scotland Yard is doing its best, but can't stay on top of it, apparently.
Oh dear, I didn't realize the situation was so dire.
That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicious person. That's terrible. I suppose it's a harsh reality of the working of the... Oh shit, sorry. Something. I managed to click there. I suppose it is, but in that case, I don't hold up much hope for Soseki-san. I guess we're done here because it literally just faded to black. Thank you for answering so many questions, Iris. This has been a very informative. Oh, you're most welcome. I have so much fun.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment? As you guessed, would like to ask him some questions about this case as well.
Oh, well, I expect Hurley is still investigating the scene.
Of case ruling Mr. Natsuma, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Mr. Nuts Ome.
Nuts. Mr. Nuts. Oh god. I get the feeling I must just more or less would call him Mr. Nuts from afterwards.
Hurley said he was going to the man's lodgings. If you leave now, you'll probably catch him in there.
Let's go there then.
Iris, do you know where those lodgings are? Well, I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crime themselves, aren't they? Do you happen to come across a detective by the name of Gregson?
We did, and it made me really hungry. Yes, we know Inspector Gregson.
Oh, goody. In that case, give Grexy this from me, would you?
Grexy. I just love her. Yeah, Inspector Gregson. Or something. It was not a Lestrar this time. I cannot stop. I cannot stop. my mind was just fish and chips guy, yeah. Like somehow the fish and chips took the spotlight there for me.
If you do that, I'm sure they'll tell you what you want to know.
What is this? Also, is that a coin?
A 5-shilling piece and a postcard, it seems.
Okay.
It reads, "Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem." Gosh, this makes the inspector help us, will it?
Well, thank you, Iris. We'll give it a try. I cannot miss the plop plop.
Good luck. Then I'm going to return to my writing manuscript, the Speckled Band. I'll be making more special blends of tea, so come back again soon. We'll be delighted. Thank you so much, Iris.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo,
It's back to the scene of the crime.
are you certain? They said the lodging. The lodging is in the scene of the crime. So, somewhat obvious that they would exert any influence over the men of Scotland Yard at all. We headed back to the scene with Iris' curious note and one of the world's heaviest silver coins in hand. Well, at the same time, it's a coin, so why wouldn't he do anything for that? And we still have a bit more time, so we can continue this. I was kind of like surprised before, like how much time already gotten close. They're like, holy crap. Just gonna check, save the reason. Yes, people saying welcome because we have a new member. And also some other stuff. And other stuff. Just checking. I don't know, I just will need to be up on spot with what's going on right now. Oh! The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. What is a Kokoro? Kokoro! 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 It looks as though the police are still here, carrying on with their investigation.
Perfect. Let's find Inspector Gregson as quick as possible.
Yes, and let's see if he'll take a break from his fish and chips. From his chips to look at that silver tip Iris gave us. Oh god, you're gonna make me so goddamn hungry. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you this already. And the little heart as well. I just love this kid. This kid is goddamn amazing. Inspector Gregson, do you have a moment? I'm sorry to say I don't. I'm a very busy man. Much too busy to talk to a pair of fortune gadabouts, that's for sure.
We have these for you. A present from Miss Iris Wilson.
What? For me? From her ladyship? Give that here at once. Come on, hand it over. That's for me. Don't wait for me to give it to you, will you? Her ladyship. Either she's a very important person that just lives with Mr. Sholmes, or he has very bad thoughts of thinking of her as Miss Ladyship. Because I'm pretty certain you don't call just any kid Ladyship. Did something just happen with my camera? Did you see that? Did something just happen with my camera, or did you just imagining shit? It's a silver crown, obviously, but a lot more than that. It's, well, it's an appearance fee. That's what it is. Okay?
An appearance fee? Oh, I see, you mean...
That's right. The adventure of Sherlock Holmes. Her ladyship always offers me a little financial reward for featuring me every time. That might also be because why he calls her ladyship. Because it's not because she might be like a very important person. Because she's the one who writes the books. That might be it. And also, welcome humble viewer to the stream I'm holding. I do hope you enjoy the little playthrough here of the Great Ace Attorney and the Fish and Chips Man, because he is making me so get hungry. Because her using her name without my... Because her using my name without my say so does make me butt of a lot of unpleasant jokes, but still. I'm sorry, Inspector, it must be difficult for you. Never you mind that. So, what do you want to know then? Sorry? Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust you won't be that won't be a problem, it says. Well, obviously, it's not a problem. Go on, fire away. What do you want to know?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, Inspector, we would most like to know the address of Mr. Natsume Lodgings, or Nuts.
Mr. Nuts! Shit, I forgot to say Nuts. Ah, the little knife-wielding mustache Japanese fella. He lives in a right old hovel. It's just over there, look. You mean the thing with the broken bicycle? Okay. Yeah, no problem, girl. No problem, tall girl. Always nice to have you here, but I know people need to go. No problem whatsoever.
That is nearby indeed.
If I remember rightly, the landlord is a Mr. John Carry Debt. Gary Debt. Why do I feel he's in debt? To someone? Right, well, if you see her again, make sure you give her ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean it, you tell her that Gregson sent his very best wishes. Don't worry, Inspector, we will. Goodbye for now. And long live her ladyship. To be honest, she has lived long and well, to be honest. And she's still living longer and weller. So, don't worry about that. Also, I think it's actually another queen, but yeah, the queen is... The British queen is old, and she has been living for long and wildly. So, don't worry about that.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, now I see it actually. I didn't really check everything. I just saw like the bike had like a broken wheel. But now I like see that part is broken. Those are broken. This whole pillar is just insanely damaged. Also, where it's supposed to be windows, there's like no windows. So yeah, also that place is like completely broken. It is absolutely Howell, that's for certain. Can we just walk there? Oh, we can. Let's go in there. Oh god. Oh. It's like getting late here. Also, we're going to winter time. What the hell? There's so much. What? Why is there an apron on a cannon? If you can see behind me, there is an apron on a cannon. Why is there an apron on a cannon? Also, look at those shells. Holy crap. Don't want to get hit by one of those. Oh, also, there's a candle on the carpet that's been burned. Who are you? May I help you? Oh, yes. Would this be the resident of Mr. John Carrydeb? Indeed, it would be, sir. And who may I say is I call him? May I call him? My name is Ryunosuke Naruto. Miss Naruto is a representative of Mr. Soseki Natsume. I believe he takes a lodging here. Oh, she became very happy for that. I think she likes Mr. Nuts. We would very much like to ask him some questions about the client. One moment, please. I shall converse the message to Mr. Carrydeb. Did you see that, Mrs. Susuto? That was a real-life English maid. English maid. I know, I understand it. Anyone of standing in English society employs a number of household staff. We have already seen one, you know, in court. But that was the first time ever I've seen one in... Did you just not hear what I said here? You have seen one, and she was kinda half and half with us. It certainly feels like we really arrived now, doesn't it? We need only to meet a butler, and the experience will be complete. Well, I'm not sure I'll go that far, but I understand the sentiment. I thank you for waiting. Mr. Carrydeb will see you now. This way. Whoa. Hi there, half-moon dude. Oh, I didn't even realize he actually is on the painting up there. The painting is so faded I didn't even realize it. I just realized it has the same shape and all. Oh, I don't want to move, I want to talk to the dude. Good day to you, John Carrydeb, as your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryunosuke Naruto. He's a defense lawyer. Do excuse me, not cutting up. Took a shot to the knee a few years back in the battle of my wand. Sorry. Hold on. Is there a place called that? Because I don't want to just do some absolute shit here. There is like a place called My Wand. There's a place called My Wand. The Battle of My Wand on 27th July 1880. Where is My Wand? Where is that? Hold on, where is that? Oh, it's Afghanistan! Somehow it doesn't really surprise me with this like holding some like Sherlock Holmes stuff within it. Earned a medal of my pains, but had to withdraw from service. Handed over the reins to the upper uncommons. So what you say, you cannot be an adventurer anymore because you took a shot to the knee. Oh, that's an old joke. So he's retired soldier. It's a hell of a job getting up and down the stairs now, I can tell you. You don't get out much, as you can imagine. That explains like why this place looks like a run-down place. Yes, it's quite a climb up here to the second floor, isn't it? I was fanting at the top of the stairs. You really must take more exercise, Miss Naruto. Do you think so? Oh, Mr. Carrydeb, no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal. Oh, it was nothing. The medal's just a folder roll, really. Also, there is actually places you can laugh about with the name as well here. Especially if you talk in English. Like, someone was having a market, and I think, is there? Hold on, is there a place? Oh yeah, there is. So there is a place. So as you noticed before, I like that. That was kind of fun name, that place, and it does exist. So now I'm gonna joke about Sweden here. There is a place called Röven. I'm gonna go get to that later because they had an interview with someone that had a market stand. So someone was asking in Swedish hur är det att ha ett stånd i röven? And if we're gonna translate that, the more or less jokes become how is it to have a stand in the ass? Oh, they have not thought that through. I don't remember even what show we were watching, but they did an interview of that. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, how is it to have a stand in the ass? Oh my god. So yeah, holy crap. I cannot stop now. That's gonna stick to me now. That's gonna stick to me. I wouldn't like to offend the general though, so grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Why did you fetch it down, Johan? Johan? Let those good people see it properly. Johan, dash it all, woman, be careful. Dear me, I do beg your pardon, sir. You surely nearly took the skin off my hand. Actually, I do actually know that feeling. It is painful as hell. Also, my hands are fine now. I'm not joking, it had happened to me. I know the feeling. So anyway, there you have it. Living the quiet life now. Yes, I see. Now then, I hear you want to know about the chap lodging downstairs, is that right?
Yes, we could be very grateful if you could answer some questions for us.
Only to please, naturally, especially if it helps to keep the peace here and politely. That cannot be good. We forged an alliance with the Empire of Japan recently, as I'm sure you're aware. Yeah, we're not Japanese, so yeah. So in the case, I'm very much in the public eye, as it were. Oh, is it? Even had some famous detective poking around, you know? In this old house, would you believe? What's the time? Oops, I'm a bit over time. I'm actually gonna save here.